Hey YouTube, it's Rex, and I'm going to go Armadyl today. So I thought I would actually show my trip, or at least, yeah, basically just the whole trip. I'm not sure how many kills I'm going to get because I am going to go solo Arma, and then I guess most of the trip actually resides around kill count, just because Armadyl is one of those types of bosses. I'm not sure how the ping is doing right now in this world. I might have to switch worlds just so I don't die, but I'll worry about that later. I had to charge this Dragonfire shield so that I could use it. That's why I'm here. This is actually the best place to charge it if you didn't notice. And I'm kind of shocked because there used to be bots here 24/7 that would just kill the dragons. It'd be really annoying. I guess I can figure out why they stopped, probably because it's inefficient and it's stupid, but yeah, but I actually made this type of video for Bandos yesterday, and it turned out that none of the things that I recorded actually had sound, so that was fantastic to find out after making the whole thing. I talked about just a bit of stuff that I'm actually going to talk about in this video too, and then I'll get started on that probably after I get to the bank and set up all my gear. So before I start, I was kind of thinking about what familiar I could honestly just take this off now and then die, but I was trying to think about what familiar I was going to use for Armadyl, and it came across my mind that I could use a Steel Titan and then bring more Bruise, and then probably tear just straight through Kriara or whatever it's called. Kriara, I'm pretty sure. But I'm not sure how efficient that would be, and I'm not sure how long it would take me to get kills and everything like that, and if it would be worth it for me to stay there, etc., etc. I'll just black out the screen for the bank pen. I was trying to think, like, does it really matter that I'm showing my bank video on video? No, because I can just edit it out afterwards. Let's equip some of these items. I kind of had the gear set up already before I started recording, because obviously I had to go to the GE and buy it all. I don't want to forget a Mithril Grapple, because I don't want to rebank. I know I'm forgetting something. Zamorak book, so I can have it before I start. And then now I guess is the time that I have to decide, do I want to do a Yak or a Steel Titan, or just go straight for a Unicorn. I guess because I feel a little incompetent for Arma, I'll try to actually make the trip last longer. So I'll go with a Yak first. I'll bring maybe 2 Yak pouches and then 2 unicorns. You think 2 unicorn scrolls would be? I mean, you guys can't really tell me now because I'm kind of already doing this video and I'll have it completely done by the time you guys see this. But I think I'll go for 2 Yaks, then 2 unicorns, and hopefully I don't go straight through those. And then in my Yak, I'll fill that with Bruise and a little bit of Restores. Probably more Bruise, just because I'm not completely sure how I'm supposed to actually bring this setup, so hence the weariness on it. Then Unicorn for the last one, and then bank again. Go for, let's see, 4 overloads, I think maybe. And I guess the rest I'll go Prayer Renewal, Super Prayer, and then bank some of these. And just go Prayer for the rest. I'm not too worried about how people usually do it. I know that people usually go for just Unicorn, and then they only bring like one brew, and that lasts them the whole trip. But I find that kind of hard to do so why bother? Then there's also something else that I'm forgetting. Teleport. It's not so that I can teleport to here, but it's so that I can actually get to Trollium, and then I think go back. I hate when that happens, where it switches tabs on you when you're in the middle of inventory, and I hate when I also take out something that I don't want. And I've never actually I haven't used that in a really long time. Xanax crossbow. It's one of the rewards that I was actually looking forward to when I finished the quest. And then I realized that it's not that good and no one really uses it. Not that it's not that good, I mean it can still hit up to what? I feel like high 700s, or was it 600s? With adamant bolts. But who uses adamant bolts? And then just kind of, I guess it's inefficient. Just inefficient enough where that you'd prefer to take an enhanced Excalibur over that every time. And it's extremely inaccurate, so it's at some disadvantages. Take 2 brews. I'll take 3 brews because I only drop 2, and then teleport back to Trollium. And then I am actually coming up on the arena, I guess, the God of War's dungeons, so I'll start actually talking about what I wanted to talk about, which on the last video that I made during when I went Bandos, which is a lot easier. I mean, Arma, I'm probably gonna freak out and panic. Just saying. But on the last video that I made, I was actually talking about combat for a particularly long time. It's not just the combat rework and like the combat rework coming into the game, but combat in general, as in how it is right now, more in a PVM based situation. And I fucking forgot to do logs again. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to Edgeville and do a bonfire really quickly because I do want that boost. I haven't actually tried it out, but if I can get an extra 100 health for an hour, that'd be great. I'm not sure how long that's gonna last me. That'll probably just be through the kill count, but I'm gonna change my setup a little bit actually while I'm here. I'm gonna add 1 extreme range and then do the bonfire, and then I'll just come back so I can do kill count pretty quickly. So I'll be right back once I'm done with that. So hey you guys, I'm back and I have 1079 life points. I also have used my enhanced Excalibur spec because I wanted to actually see how high it would get up and just have full life points for as long as I could. And then plus it doesn't really hurt to use my special now because I'm not going to need it for a while. And then I have my extreme range, so now I'm officially actually ready to go to Armadyl. It took a while, but finally got it set up. Hopefully it works. I actually have to change my left click and stuff, and then my quick prayers too, I believe. I'll have this do special move because I'm not going to need it. When I have my yak out, I won't need it as much as when I need my unicorn out. Which actually makes me wonder, how am I going to get my unicorn out while I have yak if I'm in the cave? Because I'm not sure if I'm actually going to be able to kill all the minions before Gruyere spawns again. But I guess I can worry about that later. Let's look at quick curses. That's good enough where I'm not going to worry about it. If I'm praying Turmoil, that's cool because it's higher defense than if I was praying, say, Leech Defense. And I don't want to wait for it to build up like that. So anyways, the setup is working really well. And now all I have to do is fight with bots for kill count. I can't remember if I was actually talking about the updates before I ended the last part of the video. So I can't believe no one's actually here. That's kind of cool. So I guess I'll start getting kill count. I'm going to take a quick break so I can go pretty much set up everything around my desk, like a cup of tea and stuff, and then I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, I'm back. Didn't actually take that long. It really just doesn't take that long. But I do have some things that I actually wanted to mention about Armadyl itself, because soloing Armadyl, I'm pretty sure it's extremely unprofitable. and the only way that I'm actually going to make profit is off of, why am I playing Soul Split still? The only way that I'm actually going to make profit is off of extreme luck and basically patience. So I'll probably end up having to do this for a really long time, which isn't the best. I didn't really want to camp boss. I just hope I get really lucky, pretty much. And then I could probably start tacking this into the Road to Elysian that I was making. But the way that you actually pay for supplies, because I'm pretty low on cash right now, but the way that I'm going to pay for supplies for each trip, it's probably going to be through small drops that I get off the boss, and hopefully if they drop stuff that's more useful or more profitable, like the Snapdragons or the Lantidimes that Armadyl drops compared to the black D'hide bodies that it drops. I don't want that crap. But hopefully I'll be able to do that and then get adamant bars from the kill count. The kill count, that's probably one of the biggest profitable things that you can actually get during an Armadyl trip when you're not getting lucky. Just because adamant bars are, I guess, expensive and frequently dropped by Avances. Or Avances. I guess that's why they're heavily botted, but it's kind of surprising, I guess not really, but that no one's here. I'm not sure if that's because that it's daytime right now, because at night there's people here 24/7. Maybe it's just America that bots, or maybe actually that could be very true, because I've never seen Armadyl this empty in literally like a year. So the actual players could be playing right now instead of camping for money. Or maybe there was like a hidden bot nuke that happened. But I guess I'll get off that topic. Let's see, what I was talking about beforehand was combat, right? And not exactly how combat is like it's going to be, but how combat is right now. So I'll actually talk about both, I guess, types, combat now and combat in the future. But right now, combat is what, 1v1, you're going at it, and then you kind of want to focus on the highest stats that you can get, because that's how you improve your drop ratio or DPS. It's DPS, not drop ratio. That's how you improve your DPS, or damage per second. But the problem with that is that you have to have the highest gear, and the most valuable or highest bonus gear is actually insanely crazy to get. Not that it's impossible to get, and not that people don't have it, but it just takes a really long time to get most of the things that that you need to have that level or aspect of armor. And one of the types of things that I'm talking about here are imbued rings, and if you don't know what those are, you go to mobilizing armies, and then once you get 300 rank, you can actually imbue rings that you have, such as Berserker ring or an Archer's ring or a Seer's ring, stuff like that. And you can pay for them to be increased, basically in bonuses. So you can go from +4 strength to +8 strength, which some people find extremely necessary. I don't see how big of a difference that is. +4. I guess it could make or break your trip if you're getting crashed or something, but it's not that big of a deal. And people tend to actually make it seem a lot more important than it actually is, because there are other things that you can get to cover that deficiency in attack, and I'm not even sure how basically worth it is if you sat there and you had to camp for a really long time to get that ring itself. Like, I would like to know how actually, because the way that I think people look at it right now is, oh, well, it's better than nothing, and then it is better than nothing, but there's also other things that you could bring, like there's the new ring from the Elder Kilden quest, which I know gives +4 to all stats, which is actually insanely good. That's like every type of DK ring minus the prayer bonus, not the prayer bonus because they don't give prayer bonus, minus the strength bonus. But that's pretty insane itself. I mean, I guess you could use a, what's it called, a ring that you get from the Lumbridge Achievement Diaries. Forgot what it's called. achievement ring. Lumbridge, is it just called Lumbridge achievement ring or something like that? It's the cabbage port ring that you use. Explorer's ring. Explorer's ring. It took me a while to figure that one out. But you could use an explorer's ring and then just from there get the prey bonus that it gives, and I guess that could be pretty beneficial too. I mean, obviously for every boss that I go to, I literally throw on a ring of wealth because it's a good teleport for me and it's cheap and it gives you more chance. It gives you a better chance of getting a drop. So I don't see why people don't use it, but it's not that used, I guess. And then there are other things that also do the kind of same thing. Let's see, Goliath gloves, Swift gloves. Those are both items that take a rather long time to get and then offer only a couple bonuses better than, say, Borrow's gloves, which I've already spent a long time trying to get. And I guess it's just that it's something completely else that I just don't want to build up to. And I guess it's me also kind of ranting, just that I don't want to do that. Maybe, say, Chaotix. I don't want to... Hey, a clue scroll. Should I take the clue scroll? Because the last one that I had was actually pretty good, but that was an elite clue scroll, and I guess I don't really like hard clue scroll. I'll just leave it. But the last... No, was I just... The last thing that I said, I cannot remember. Oh, yeah, okay, so it takes like a ridiculous amount of time or effort to actually get these gloves that only offer a couple bonuses better. And then let's say Chaotix too. Chaotix only give a little bit of a better bonus. I guess they're actually pretty overpowered, but Chaotix are better than, say, a whip or a rune crossbow or a staff of light, and they take an insanely long time to get, or at least if you're a lower level they do. And I don't like the skill in general, so I'm not going to go out and train it so I can get a Chaotic. I don't really want to camp something that I don't want to get an item that it would just improve something that I could have been doing already. So now we have all these factors that just kind of build up towards each other. I don't have Chaotic, I don't have that ring, I don't have like an Onyx imbued ring, I don't have Swift gloves, I don't have Dread Nips also because I don't get those either from the Dominion Tower. I haven't really been to the Dominion Tower. What else is kind of newish? I guess Steadfast Boots, those kind of items. Those ones that are just insanely high priced for no particular reason. Like if you compare Steadfast Boots to Dragon Boots, they're really not that much better. But for some reason they're an extra 35 mil, which almost matches the amount of money my setup costs right now. Almost spot on. So it's just like, if you put that into comparison, it's kind of ridiculous. Like, why does this one item cost so much or take so long of time to get when it's hardly better? But then you put them all together, and it's like, say I'm in full Bandos, and I've got like a Nezion, maybe just like a Berserker ring and Dragon Boots, and I've got a whip, or maybe let's say a Vine whip, because I think those are kind of cheap too. Or just a little bit more expensive. So Vine Whip, we're going to Bandos or something, and then someone tries crashing me that's in full Torva. They have a Goliath glove, they have imbued rings, they have a Chaotic Rapier, and they have Dread Nips. I mean, there is the possibility that I can get the kill just because of luck or like a lucky claw spec, or if I wait and save my special attack and I get a double claw spec. That's one of the ways that you can actually not keep improving, but keep getting drops and then actually beat the person. But that's rarely going to happen, and just because they have all these slight bonuses, they actually stack up to like plus 30, which when you actually compare it, plus 30 is a crazy amount. And I actually did forget one item that I was thinking about the other day, which is the Tokar cape. Well, I think that's what it's called. The new cape that came out. The one that you actually have to offer your fire cape to get. That cape is along the lines the same thing as everything else I'm talking about, because fire cape was best, and then that came out where you actually have to go on a quest and then do that thing. And it just seems like it's going to take a long time, because there's 7 Jads that you have to fight in that itself. And I think it actually takes hours if you don't know how to do it. It's your first time and you're doing it safe. So that's one of the things that I've just been trying to like think about. If I were to improve my setup, what would I improve it with, and do I actually want to go through all that hassle to just get a couple more items that that would barely improve my gear to the point where it's worth getting? But it just takes so ridiculously long. I think it's I honestly forgot what it was for mobilizing armies to get an imbued ring. I think it's something like 50 hours or maybe a little bit less. But it takes something along the line of just a couple days of straight playing the game to actually get that, even if you're doing it the way that it's kind of cheating where you just suicide yourself. But since it takes so long, people just view it as something that's worth it to get, but it's a grind, and I'm not even sure if I really want to go through that grind to just get an item that I'm not even sure if it's going to be worth it to use in PVMing, or how long am I going to use it, how long do I get to keep it for, stuff like that. And then it's just not one of those things that I really want to grind out. But I mean, if I want to survive in the PVM community, I guess I have to. But one of the reasons why I kind of wanted to mention that was because I'm not wearing it right now, but I have a fire cape in my bank, one fire cape. I've had a couple before, and I've lost them a couple of times. I don't like Jad. I don't find him fun. But I do have a Soul Wars cape, which I can replace my fire cape with if I actually tend to offer it up and I can't do the kiln for a while. I think you only have to offer up your fire cape once when you do the kiln. So that's not something that I'm worried about. But if I do actually offer up my fire cape, then I'm going to camp the kiln for at least a couple of tries before I can actually see if I can get it right or get close to it. Because I think it would be kind of cool to actually start working towards these items that I was just complaining about not having, just to be more, I guess, just have a better advantage over other players. I mean, I'm going soloing right now, so I can basically make money, but since I can't buy these items, I actually have to go work for them. There's got to be some other type of method that would actually... I'm trying to think of what I'm saying, but it's taking a really long time. It's very difficult. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I'm debating on working up towards these items or not. And if you guys have some of them, such as the Rhino Cape or the imbued rings, or you have chaotics. I mean, what is it, like 30% of people have chaotics right now, or I feel like I honestly feel like 100% of people have chaotics. Except for me. But if you guys have chaotics, or you guys have imbued rings, and you guys have Goliath gloves, dread nips, tell me if you guys think they're worth it to the point where I would go out and do that, because it would obviously take a lot of time out of my schedule. I wouldn't be able to do it all in one go. I wouldn't be able to get it in like a couple days because I have work and everything, and I only get to play a couple hours a day. So if I actually wanted to get an imbued ring or something, it'd probably take me actually a couple weeks of playing the game, just because I don't have the ability to no life or camp just like a lot of other players. Even though it's summer right now, I still have to work and everything, so that's a bummer, but it's my choice. And I guess that's why I'm kind of complaining about it myself, because I can't do it in a couple days where I can just play the game and then try to not leave my house. And there are some other things that I actually like to do instead. I mean, females, they're pretty awesome, you guys. If you are a female, you're pretty great. I mean, that sounds really awkward, but I like hanging out with just one girl in particular. And I like leaving the house. I like doing stuff. So I guess I like having a life. And then since it is summer, it's really beautiful in my town or my city, whatever I live in. And it's just one of those things where I could be outside, or I could be inside camping 50 hours to get an imbued ring. But if you think it's worth it, I would actually probably go try to get it, or at least see how long I can last trying to get it. And now I have kill count. So tell me, you guys, if you think it'd be worth it for me to get one of those or some of those new items. I'll check them out and I'll see what the best method is to get them, and I'll probably make a video on me trying to get them. If you want me to go get the Tokar cape or the Rhino cape or whatever it's called, I'll start doing that quest, the Elder quest, and begin going to the kiln pretty much daily. So this guy in here, he's actually soloing Arma right now, which means I'll probably end up having to hop worlds. He probably has a long time left. I'm actually not sure if he's got a long time left, but I could imagine he's got a long time left because he does have rigor, and I can see he's got the chaotic shield, so I'll just hop worlds. So I will be right back. Hey you guys, I'm back. First world that I hopped onto, I found a free world. I was expecting that, honestly, because why wouldn't I? I really don't know how many people solo Arma these days, and it was kind of unexpected to see that person even soloing Arma. So I guess I'll just use my Enhanced Excalibur special. I'm gonna drink a Sardaman brew. I'll drink actually 2 of them. Drink my flask, and then put on my aura. And then, is there anything else that I have to check before I go into the cave? Because I don't like dying. I'll take these Subvertum right now. Ruby bolts. Dragonfire shield's on. Let's go in. Yes, this is what I've been coming, or this is why I've come here to fight Armadyl. I want to go into Rabbit actually, and I want to call my familiar. There we go. Alright, so now all I have to do is sit here. I'm going to turn the game filter on all so I can see where my special is at and everything like that. I'm wondering if I should actually leech defense. I don't need this. I'll actually leech defense and range. That way I can have some kind of range bonus. Obviously I'm not completely confident in this, so I'll have to be paying attention to my health bar. Let's see though, what was I just talking about? I was talking about the combat system, how it is, and how it relies on these small kind of items, or these small boosts when you get into higher levels at least, that basically affects the gameplay that you have. Because if you think about it, when you're a lower level, you actually have this ability to upgrade your stats to the point where you can just upgrade your armor based on that, and then that's how you can fight off other people. Like, if you are at the point where you aren't good, or you're not good enough to fight off someone else, and you're going somewhere like KBD, what do? You go increase your attacks so that you can use a whip because you've been using a dragon scimitar the whole time. But if you're at 99 everything, you don't really have that option, so you have to find some other method that you can use to basically win kills or get kills off of bosses. And that's where those small items come in, and whoever wants to actually, I guess, get those items is at the advantage. Who do you kill first in this guy, I think? No, Wingman Scree. So you always kill the mage first. But yeah, so I guess I'm done with that. I guess I'm done talking about that. Just because obviously I might end up going to get those if I find them worth it. I mean, since I'm getting Elysian anyways, I might have to start focusing on some other kind of aspects of my gear just to make my setup better. So who knows? Who knows what happens there? I just kind of want to stop talking about it, honestly, because now my speech is getting kind of rambled or incoherent, where my point has just gotten kind of vague. And you guys might have noticed that. But some of the things that I think I'm going to start working on instead are go do the Elder Kiln quest so I can get the ring that gives +4 to everything. And then after that I'll go to, let's say, I'll go try to get a Rhino cape so I can maybe have a better bonus going to Bandos. I'll probably, I don't know if I'll actually go to Dominion Tower or how long I'll be at Dominion Tower for. I don't remember how many kills it's going to take to get Goliath gloves. I'm not even sure if those are the best actually option for me. or if it'd be the best idea to get glass gloves, or if it's just okay to keep my Barless gloves, because Barless gloves are pretty cool overall. And if I can't get, say, Goliath and Swift, would it really be worth it for me to just go get Goliath? So I'll have to do some research into that, see if it's worth it. And I guess that's just my plan so far, so go ahead and tell me if you guys have any ideas yourselves, and then I'll probably check them out. But what's something else that I wanted to talk about? It was the combat in the future. So not that combat in the future is not going to rely on these small ticky-tack items that are just annoying to get and really don't have them any bonuses, but items in the future are probably, I hope, going to be more balanced and won't actually rely on that, just to the point where you don't need that much that kind of thing, where it actually relies more on skill instead of what it currently relies on, which is, for me, those small items that I don't want to go out and get. And if I have more skill than someone in a particular area, that would be awesome if I can win over just in a battle just because of that, instead of winning over a battle because the other person has chaotic rapier. If I can actually win a battle because I have a whip, even if they have barely better bonus than I do, but I have better skill, that'd be awesome. Which is why I'm looking forward to this combat update so much, or the evolution of combat. What I'm also looking forward to is a style of gameplay that's more like League of Legends, and that sounds bad to say, but I love League of Legends. I play it not often, but I play it more often than some of the other games that I play. I mean, I played it for a long time. I took kind of a break when I started getting back into Runescape, but it does every now and then draw my attention away from Runescape just because it's a cool game to play. If you haven't played it, it has this nice aspect where it actually does require skill. Or a lot of the players that I play, they require skill shots, and it's I've actually been losing health because yes, I have. Wow. Range honestly tears me when I go Arma. Jesus Christ, I had 8 life points there. Oh, and now I lost connection. No way. Oh, that freaked me out. Why am I still going really slow? Whew. Alright, that was scary. But I'm back. Yeah, so it actually requires more skill to the combat than RuneScape does, obviously, because RuneScape's combat right now is a 1v1 situation where you don't really control what happens. Like, you don't have to move and stuff to actually interact, you just have to click and then use these basic things. So in the future, when the evolution of combat comes out, I'm actually expecting more of a technique-based instead of an armor-based skill for the combat, PvP, PvM kind of things, which I'm not sure how I'll react to yet. I think it's gonna be awesome. I've been looking at the behind the scenes. It's actually been a while since I've made a video talking about the evolution of combat, because the last one that I talked about it for a while, and I didn't want to be one of those people that makes a video about it every time they release something new, just because it's not one of the things that I like doing, I guess, or not one of the things that I wanted to do. But since the combat beta is coming out in 2 days, it's actually one of the major topics right now, and I will be happy to post a video about the combat beta the time that it comes out, or the moment that I try it, because I'll be at work for the majority of the day that it comes out, or at least the beginning of the day that it comes out, and then afterwards, as soon as I get home, I'll put a video up of me trying it out and working on it. So you guys can gladly expect to see one of those. I won't obviously be the first one, but hopefully I'll be one of the sooner ones, and I'll be spending an extensive time kind of talking about it or showing you guys techniques and ways, because I'm guessing that there's going to be a large demand for knowledge of the new system. I mean, League of Legends itself, I'm comparing this game to League of Legends a lot, but that's because that's what I think is going to be the main component of, or the main kind of comparison or comparable game to it. And League of Legends, personally, it has a lot of requirements for, you need to know what kind of style or what kind of thing someone uses. Like if someone's a kind of an AP carry, you want to like avoid them because they're probably going to be one of those people that dominates the game most of the time. You want to build up your magic resistance and stuff. You want to be able to take them out. And I guess if this game turns into more kind of like that too, I would be kind of excited, because if I'm going to Armadyl, I mean, if I go to Armadyl right now, I make my setup so I've got ranged armor, a little bit of a tanky kind of setup, maybe the helm and shield that make it kind of tanky, so that I can protect against its melee attack, because it does attack you with melee actually if you don't attack it for too long. And then I will have mage defense just from this guy over here, and Kriara's second attack, which is actually melee or mage, which actually I think does you the most damage. And the reason why I have a Dragonfire shield on actually is because of that. Because the mage defense that Dragonfire shield gives you is +10, and that's pretty good, especially if you compare that to something like the Spectral Shield, which costs 18 mil, and I wish I had on me right now, because I'm getting torn. 344. I'm trying to not run into Kriara, but at the same time be able to. Awesome. I love when my overload runs out when I'm in the middle of a kill. Not really. It kind of sucks. But I'm lasting a lot longer than I actually originally expected to. I mean, the last time that I went to Armadyl, I got, I think, 7 kills on a solo. And this time I have a yak and a unicorn, I guess, and overloads, but I didn't expect to get this many kills. And I wonder actually how many spots I've used my yak. This could turn out to be one of the longest videos that I actually know, or that I've made recently. And I'll have to start changing to talk about stuff in real life instead of stuff about RuneScape. But I was just talking about League of Legends and RuneScape. So I'm actually going to show you guys just how in depth I want to go into it. So I'll show you guys maybe melee, ranged, and magic. How you counter each one of them, what the benefits of each ones are. So I'll show you guys basically benefits and weaknesses to the new combat system, and then how to avoid some things that you'll need to be able to avoid. I'll show you guys most of the abilities. Hopefully I can get out to you guys all the abilities. That would be cool. I fucking hate mind runes as a drop on Kriara, because it's a huge troll. I mean, 594 mind runes, or 592 mind runes. Awesome, that's 2k. I'm just gonna drop it. Maybe it's not even 2k, maybe it's just 500 gold. That's why Armadyl is such a crappy boss to solo, and that's why I said most of your profit comes from the kill count and getting drops like that. But I will show you guys basically advantages and weaknesses of stuff along the lines of how to counter an attack, how to avoid an attack, just kind of things like those, things that I see fit to show you guys. And then I'll basically be going in depth into that, because I'm personally looking forward to this combat update extremely, just a lot. Just one of those things that I can't wait for. They showed dual wielding the other day, and that's been something that I was kind of thinking about since I was a noob in 2007, when I first saw someone with a defender, and I was like, whoa, what is that? And they're like, oh, it's like a shield that gives attack bonuses. I'm like, oh, that's cool. So you automatically start thinking about dual wielding and how it would be cool if you could do that in this game, and they've actually added that to the game. And I'll wonder if sometimes that would be disadvantageous. Like if you do, they showed a whip and a crossbow, So I wonder if that would be kind of a good system to use, or if it would kind of affect you negatively. Like, I can't really see the benefit in using a whip and a crossbow at the same time, because your armor is going to be not good towards any kind of one style. So one of them you'll be hitting kind of less with, or something along that lines. Maybe you won't, because they were actually talking about how they wanted to change the armor so that the armor didn't give you the attack bonuses. The armor gave you defense bonuses, and then the weapons gave you the attack bonuses. So we'll have to see, I guess. I wonder what's going to happen to defenders also, because a defender is going to either be like a small scale weapon, or kind of be inefficient as hell now. I mean, how much defense can you honestly get with a defender? And then how much better would it be to use a shield? And then how much better would it be to actually use a weapon? And I wonder if it's actually better to use two weapons, and how big of a use a shield is actually going to have now. Because if you think about it, it's usually better to go all out offense in anything that you have. Otherwise, because black D-hide body, I just freaked out. I thought that was something cool, but it's almost better to go all out offense. If I could go right now 2 times the stats for a whip, or 2 times the stats for a dragon scimitar, that would be much better than using a dragon scimitar and a divine. I'm actually not sure if that's true, but that's how it actually appears to me right now. Because if you could get, say, that's just so much attack, or so high of bonuses, that it seems ridiculous for them to actually be adding this to the game. So when they talk about changing the combat triangle, it actually sounds like they're legitimately changing how everything works in the system. How armor is going to be more armor attributes or armor characteristics. Shields are going to be more defensive, and they won't actually be towards offense, because if you want to go more offense, then just change the weapon that you're using. What's something else that they'll probably be talking about? Change attack targets. I don't like getting meleeed by Kriara. I don't like when my overload wears off either. Kind of brew up a little bit, and I'll probably walk under here, take my bob. Alright. Excuse me. My throat has been hurting me lately, so that's one of the reasons why I haven't actually made a video, and one of the reasons why I can't make that many longer videos is because my throat hurts so bad. I'm going to try to do something really dangerous, or not really dangerous, but alright, I've got a ton of supplies left. This is honestly shocking how long I've lasted. But I already forgot what I was talking about. Oh, so yeah, how do you counter a shield, or how do you counter a tank? You just have to do massive damage output, or tank's going to be completely OP. Obviously, they're not OP in any other game, so you kind of have to match them. I mean, obviously, if you're a tank for Runescape, obviously if you're tanking any game, usually the best thing that you can actually go for is a magical damage to counter it. So again, I'm going back to League of Legends here, and you guys are gonna probably be confused. I'm not even sure if you guys like that game, and it's not usually a good idea to talk about different games on a RuneScape community, because they frown upon it highly. But I hope you guys will actually be cooler than that. But say if I'm Ari and someone's playing Rammus, if you guys know what I'm talking about, right then, that's awesome. So if I'm really good magic offense, and then someone else is going to go high melee defense, then I'm going to just tear right through them, because they really don't have any defense against me, just because I'm a better situational character in that position. So I guess the setup right now, or in the future, is going to actually highly depend on kind of what you pick, and I just think that's so exciting, because we haven't seen something like that to RuneScape yet. It's probably going to make, I mean, everyone's been freaking out about, oh, it's going to ruin Piers, or oh, there's not going to be special attacks, it's going to ruin all the items that they have right now. It's like, it's not going to ruin anything. It's going to make the game a billion times more fun. Why are you guys complaining? You guys are stupid. Not that I think anyone's stupid for thinking that. I can't stand when someone's like, they're ruining the game by changing the combat system. It's like, have you seen the combat system? It looks like the most fun thing you could ever play. Crush nests, yeah. So basically, I'm just excited because I like kind of games where you have to be more strategic and tactical than click, 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 click. Who can click faster and who can register more ticks in one game tick. That's not exactly how I like to play offensively, or how I like to play games where it's who can switch the most items in 0.6 seconds, because that's how long a game tick is in RuneScape. I wonder actually too if they're going to change the. I mean, eventually, this is kind of what I'm talking about. Eventually, I wonder if they're going to change the aspect of RuneScape to where right now it's quantized, where everything has a specific quanta or basically level that you can go to. Like right here, there's a square, and there's a square right here too that I can be in. But there's nothing that's actually continuous, or at least more quantized, where you can get kind of thicker. I mean, you can see this too with, there's a cap on experience. There's 200 million cap on experience. I'm actually not sure what the highest thing you can actually go to is, but hopefully they change it one day so that you can be in any spot between here and here, not just in these two spots. You get one of two choice. It'd be cool if they could have there's kind of an range of things. I don't really like the cube-based situation that they're going with. I mean, obviously things look really nice right now as compared to what they did in 2006, but it could still be better, or I guess more highly organized. And I wonder if they'll eventually go into a downloadable version where you, not like the client they have right now where you just click it and then it opens up this screen, but it's something that you actually click it and then you have to update it occasionally because they're updating their servers or they're updating their things or something like that. But kind of a more World of Warcraft, League of Legends opening up software, Diablo 3 or whatever game you play, where it's on the computer, you click it and then you go into the server. That would be something that I think would be kind of cool and interesting if they actually decided to make that eventually. I think it might improve the game. I'm not sure. Oh god, I haven't gotten anything this run. I guess that's not completely true, but oh, my overload wore off too. Well, I guess that's cool. I like when my overload wears off when I'm fighting minions, I guess, because then I don't have to focus on it as much. And if I can switch like that, if I could actually hit like that too, that'd be cool. If I can soul slit flick and not get just completely murdered like I am currently. Yeah, 143 life points, I could easily get comboed right then. So now I'm gonna go switch, I guess, into because I'm gonna leave the majority of the combat evolution talk on to the day that we actually get to see it, which is the 26th. I'll be gladly to make really long videos about it then. I'll probably show you guys basically the whole time that I'm in there. What I'm doing, what I'm trying to figure out, what I am trying to use. Like what the best setup is for a tank. Here's a really good setup. Here's the abilities that are kind of fun to play with. You guys, I can't wait for you guys to tinker out with these. I'm just glad that I could sign up for the combat beta early, etc., etc. So I'm going to leave that for the 26th of June, and I can't wait to actually see you guys there, maybe, or see you guys here on YouTube for that video. But I guess there's some other things I can find to talk about, because I have quite a long trip left, I guess, since I'm not even halfway done. And I could completely switch gears now into other games and comparing them about other games, or just talking about other games in general. I'm not sure how many of you guys actually play other games, because I know that a lot of people get upset when one RuneScaper or for RuneScape Video Maker actually makes game or videos about other games. I mean, I've recorded League of Legends fights before, but I haven't posted them on here, and I think I've actually deleted them after a while, because why did I have them if I wasn't going to use them? But I do think other games are fun, and sometimes you actually need change from the same old RuneScape. I just remembered I haven't been using arrow keys. That's something cool. But sometimes you do actually need to change from RuneScape, and just there's so many other games that you can actually play. I mean, I don't even play Minecraft just because I don't have Minecraft. I thought it was only buyable until yesterday, but I do watch Minecraft videos, especially of people like RuneShark and something Ant Farm. I don't remember if that's what it's called, but there are other games that I could play and make videos about if you guys were interested in those, just because RuneScape is RuneScape, and sometimes you guys want variety. So I would actually like to know what games you guys play, if you guys play any games, what you think's fun, what you'd want me to try out. Hopefully they're free. I like free games just because obviously free is better. That's probably one of the reasons why I started out playing RuneScape. I ended up buying it, but that's just because it's fun. If it's fun and you do it for a really long time and it's worth it to buy the game, then by all means go for it. And that's my philosophy. That's why right now I only pay for RuneScape, just because I put so much effort into the game itself that I wouldn't not pay for it. And it's such a better game if you actually pay for it than if you're a free-to-play player, that I suggest buying members if you're not. I think actually the best thing that you could do if you're a free-to-play is buy members, just because the game is so fun and it's so much worth it, or so much more worth it in members than in free-to-play. And don't screw yourself out of an opportunity to play a fun game by cheating or something like botting. I don't really get that either. I just personally don't understand the point of it and stuff like that. So what am I doing? Let's see. The other day though, I guess this is part of the reason why I'm almost done with my cup of tea, which is ridiculous. But I guess the other day I actually got on to League of Legends to try to play it, and I was having a lot of fun. I just reached enough points to actually buy a new champion or character. Those are what the character is called, champions. And then since I did that, I've actually been playing around with him, and it's extremely fun because my initial champion was named Ahri, and they're an AP carry where everything that I do is basically I'm gonna tear through you. And there's not a lot of people that actually counter Ahri, but she's one of those people where you like having her on your team just because she's really good and helpful. And not a lot of people know how to play her. She has this ability where she dives through stuff. She's got 3 times where you dive, and then a bolt of, like a energy bolt, kind of flows off of her where she hits people around her, and she can dive 3 times, and it's really helpful. And then if you compare that to, ooh, someone got 99 construction. But if you compare that to RuneScape, excuse me once again. But if you compare that to RuneScape and the behind the scenes that they've had out for the last while, it's kind of extremely similar. Like if you watch the Rangers, how they, or the Majors, how they stun and then they dash about so that they can try to avoid your melee hits. It's in the same sort of way that you play Ahri, where if someone goes into their ultimate and they start hitting you like that, you just dodge out of the way with your ultimate, or you dodge out of the way, kind of circle them and then hit them like that, or you can dodge over trees and stuff or obstacles. It just I need to take Beast of Burden. It's just it's really easy in my opinion to counter people and how to kind of escape, which is what I like. And so the new champion that I bought, the champion's name is Fizz, and it's got this ability where you can jump up onto this trident that you have because you're this fish guy. You can jump onto a trident and you're untargetable and unhittable. So it's another way to completely avoid people, and you can actually jump over walls and stuff. And that's one of the main things that I like to do. So I like kind of the way that you can avoid people in the game, or avoid aspects of combat, which it seems a lot like how RuneScape is trying to make it, because they actually changed, or they showed us this other day where they had a dual wielding crossbow. They had someone that was dual wielding a crossbow, and they called it gunslinger, and they said if you don't move, you're pretty much dead. So you have to be able to avoid it. So if you can jump out of the way, that would be super advantageous, and that'd be kind of one of the things that I like doing. So if you can make a nimble or an agile character, or an agile setup, or you need something like that, who knows, maybe it'd be extremely fun, or just kind of interesting to play. Just one of those things that I like. And then besides that, I'll actually talk about Minecraft for a while too, because I've spent at least a decent amount of time talking about League of Legends for a RuneScape video. So going to Minecraft also. Minecraft yesterday morning I believed was only buyable. I thought you had to buy it, but someone actually told me that you can download a free version and then play it on your computer, but you can only, I guess, create and build stuff by yourself. You don't get to play with other people or show other people your work and stuff like that, but luckily I'm a video maker, so it doesn't really matter. I can show you guys stuff all the time. I'm actually not sure how fun it would be if you guys only watched it with one person, because I know that it's a lot more fun to watch a server of people or be able to listen to multiple people talk. And I guess I would like to try to, play Minecraft just because I haven't yet. I would like to try it out. If you guys think you'd be interested in actually watching me try out Minecraft, or just learning how to use it, you can tell me, and I'll actually download the version of Minecraft and show you guys exactly how I go about being a noob on Minecraft. And I just kind of want to I don't want to change this channel into a completely gaming channel, but I do want to have the ability where you guys can basically ask for what you want, and then it doesn't have to be strictly RuneScape. It can be, not that it can be League of Legends. I know that some of you guys hate watching videos about other games that you don't play. But things like League of Legends and Minecraft are just two games that I enjoy playing, and if other people out there like it too, I'd like to hear about it at least, because it's fun to communicate with people that like the same things you like, I guess, which is the main point of what I'm talking about. So that's just one idea that I've had to just lately, just new games that I'd like to start playing, new games that I've been playing or recently played again. Is there anything else that I've liked playing? No. So I guess it's something that I can joke about or laugh about with you guys for a while. The other day I was with this girl, or with my girl. I'm gonna say mine, even though she'd probably hate me for that. So I was with my girl, and we were walking about downtown, and we went to this store. I don't even remember how we were talking. Oh no, I said something, and she called me a nerd, and I made fun of her because she had played World of Warcraft, or she played World of Warcraft for a while. So I made fun of her for that, and then she said, that doesn't make me a nerd. And I just kind of smiled at her, and then she said, that makes me a night elf. And then I busted up laughing because I thought it was the funniest thing ever. So did she, and then she's like, I don't even know why I just said that. And she started getting all embarrassed, and I thought it was the cutest thing ever. And now I don't remember why I just mentioned that story at all. Oh, but topics of new games. I wouldn't play something like World of Warcraft just because I don't think that it's interesting. Or not that it's not interesting, but it's not one of those games that I'd try playing. The games that I'd try playing are something that are free games that other people can try as well. So I mean, Minecraft is a free game, and I would enjoy trying that out. League of Legends is a free game. You can go download it right now on LeagueOfLegends.com. I'm not trying to advertise for that, I'm just saying. So it's not I guess impossible for you guys not to play it if you guys haven't tried that out. I mean, there are some games that maybe you want to see how it works first, and then once you're like, oh, this is kind of interesting, I should go try it, because you can, because it's free. You don't actually have to buy anything. I'm not going to show you guys games that you have to buy. It'd be just games that maybe you might be interested in already, you just haven't tried it because, I don't know, you're lazy or you haven't downloaded it. You have no incentive to do it. But if you see how the gameplay works and how fun it is, then maybe that would give you some incentive to go do it. I guess that's kind of what the videos would be like if I ever made videos about a different game. I just want to hear your guys' opinions on what I should do. Something else that I've actually been interested in is I'm hitting 2,000 subscribers, I think, pretty soon. I think I should get that within a week or within a couple weeks. But for that, I would actually like to do something kind of what is it? Did I even get a drop there? Mind runes, you son of a bitch! I would like to do something kind of interactive for hitting 2,000 subscribers. I actually had a DK's Mass when I had 1,000 subscribers, and we had, I think, like 20 people show up to the DK's Mass. It was pretty fun. I think we got like 9 drops, and in total, I think I made 3 mil, because luckily I can bank bones. But I'm not sure if I'd try something like that again, where we all go to a boss and we camp it, or we try to do a mass of it. Maybe do something more interactive like a Q&A or a video session like that. Maybe actually do a mass if people are interested in that. You can tell me right now in the comments if you'd like to see a Q&A. Go ahead and tell me. If you'd like to see a mass, vote for a mass. I would just like to get some ideas up. I'll make a video about what we're actually going to do when we do it, or when I get closer. I'm decently close right now, but obviously I've got some time left, and then I can make the party as late as I want it to be, because it's going to be my party anyways. And it wouldn't even be a real party, it would just be like, oh, 2K subs, let's go do something with each other, because we all have the common interests of Runescape. And I've fluctuated so often in this video on how I've been talking that I think it's ridiculous and funny all at the same time. I haven't shown you guys, just when I make a RuneScape video, it's just straight up RuneScape videos. I usually just talk about what I'm doing in RuneScape, what I'm planning on doing in RuneScape, what's going to happen in the video, or what I'm doing in the video that I'm making. But it never really goes further than that, or just kind of ideas that I have. I guess that's as far as it gets. It's like ideas that I have about the game or mechanics of the game itself. Like, I mean, occasionally I've ended up talking about statistics and math in some of the videos that I've made, and theory and like economics, which is weird because I don't like statistics and I don't like economics, but I guess I'm pretty good at theory and math, so that's just why I include those. But it's shocking how often stuff comes into this game, or stuff in real life actually applies to this game. Not that you would pay attention to it or notice it, but I mean, economics kind of fits in with the GE. You have this market. Whenever you have a market, you actually have something like that. How have I not used my enhanced Excalibur spec yet? What the? And my overload's worn off. But whenever you have a market, you have stuff like economics. Whenever you have numbers, you have stuff like math. I mean, there's numbers everywhere in this game. Math probably programmed this game. There's just things like that that you don't really think about, but it's actually there. And if someone is good at it, then they can spot it out and tell you about it. And that's usually what ends up happening. And I guess that's as far as I ever get in a video. And I'm not sure how interested you guys are in things, because I've never actually had the chance to ask you guys or talk to you guys like that. So that's why I've been talking about kind of other games and things like that. I mean, if you guys are interested in more than RuneScape, I'd like to hear about it, because then I can kind of add to the variety of things that you guys like, and that'd be interesting just because it wouldn't always be the same kind of content that I have to produce. Not that I have to produce, but that I actually make, because a lot of the content that I make is actually just me playing this game. And I do more than just play RuneScape, and just because I don't have that much time, maybe you guys are interested in other things, or something that I could show you guys in addition to RuneScape. Did I actually get the drop for the last Giran, or did it just like tank me out? It's weird. Oh, I haven't even killed it yet. Da, 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 da. Okay, what am I talking about again? How many brews do I have left? Oh, I've got 2 brews left. So that means when I get down to maybe 4 brews, I think I'll try to, yeah, when I get down to 4 brews, I'm going to try to dismiss my yak, and then try to summon my unicorn stallion. So probably after this kill, actually. I would like to change over there. But I would like to be interactive with you guys in the sense of me knowing what you guys like, me knowing what you guys don't like, and I guess that's what the like and dislike system is on YouTube, but it's kind of used unfairly, where if someone's being a troll, they just dislike the video. If someone does like the video, or just likes the person in general, they automatically like the video. And it's not the best sense of whether it's actually a good video or a bad video. It's just of whether the content is doable, it's good, or or it's not. And that's more noticeable in actually views, how many people look up a video, and then the ratings on that itself. So I want to know basically what you guys like, and maybe we'd have a discussion like that, what you guys like, what I like, and then I could broaden my community, broaden my I don't know how weird that is to say, broaden the horizon of what we do. Just something along those lines. And then fucking mine runes again. Damn, that just is the most annoying thing ever. But we could change it into that, and then it could be more, you feel the warmth of the bonfire leaving you, and now I'm down life points. So it could be more of a, I guess, interactive channel. This could be more of an interactive YouTube channel, and just have something that you guys like. I mean, obviously good videos come from creativity and stuff that you're being creative about, which is good because someone just got 99 in all skills. I got that twice, the same person. It's weird. But I do want to try broadening some of my videos, because lately you guys have actually liked PVM videos, I've noticed, and I'm doing PVM right now on this channel, or I'm doing PVM right now on this video, and I really want to go to follower details and dismiss this. So I'm going to go dismiss 1, dismiss 1, dismiss 1. Damn, that sucks. Oh, that's perfect though, because then it's low, and I could kill Creatora, and then kill these guys as fast as I can, and then just kill Giran after that. Sorry about yelling to the microphone. And this video is actually going to be completely random, because obviously I've talked about combat, talked about different games, talked about in real life videos, talked about in real life situations, talked about Armadyl itself, I guess, partially. I've partially done that. What else can I possibly talk about? Am I still overloaded? Yeah, I am. 125 defense. I'll talk about basically how my channel is looking from now on. Right now it's going to continue being the same thing unless I get feedback from you otherwise that I should change what I'm doing or do something differently, try something different, who knows. Jesus, I just paused for that. This Arma trip, I've already got 40 kill count. That's kind of nice. I'm not gonna lie, I like killing Arma, or like fighting Arma. and I'll probably end up camping it more often just because this seems really easy. This solo trip right now has actually seemed pretty doable, and then if I get a drop, that'd be nice. Because right now, my channel, it's starting to look like Road to Elysian is pretty successful, or at least that you guys are interested in Road to Elysian, probably because a lot of people actually have similar interests of money making in RuneScape, and that's just something that I can compare to or be comparable to, in the sense that I also like money making in RuneScape, and I've been trying to do that too. So if we're both struggling on the same thing, people like that pretty much, I guess, a lot. Or people like to know what someone's doing, etc., etc. People like listening to what I'm doing in RuneScape, I guess. Oh gosh, my throat right now is gonna kill me. I really need to get rid of my yak though, so I would like to kill this as quickly as possible, so I'm gonna try not to brew. And then I have to go follower details, dismiss, dismiss, yes, awesome. So I'm going to go take the unicorn stacking pouch, summon that, take coins. I can't believe I've got this much free time to do all these things, but this is also towards my Road to Elysian, because somehow I actually started losing some money. I had 39 mil at the start of this video. I think it was actually pretty close to 40 mil, but just from buying and selling stuff and buying supplies, using supplies, but not getting drops or not keeping money, I've slowly lost money since I last made a video. And I was starting to actually make a pretty big dent in my Road to Elysian series. I mean, Elysian right now I think is 235 mil, and all I need is 195 mil. But if you think about it, I went from 15 mil at the end of the first video to 41 mil a couple days ago, which is a huge gap, or huge difference in basically money, or at least progression. And if I start doing this more often and I actually get lucky, then it'll be even less and less until I actually have my Elysian, which I can't wait for. It sounds fun. So I'm going to be showing you guys more of those videos, just because this is probably what I'll be doing a lot on RuneScape. I'm going to be making money because I would like to go for Maxscape, and a lot of the things that I have to do left are viable skills. So if I make money for an Elysian, then I'll also have the ability to go make more money for viable skills, which is something that I need to do. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 7 viable 99s, and each of those are probably going to respectively take probably like a week or something to do, which I'm not too worried about. It's easy to get a 99 once you have the ability to get it. The other ones I'm more worried about because I don't know how long it's going to take me to get like 99 mining, 99 fishing, 99 woodcutting, but those things are actually going to make me money too. So an Elysian for me is just going to be kind of a safe backup that I can go make money with, just in case I can't make enough money from the other skills. Because obviously I'm going to do this in kind of a smart order. I'm going to go gathering skills first, like mining, fishing, woodcutting, hunter, and then after that I'm going to try to use the money that I made from those to get herb lore, smithing, crafting, fletching, etc. And then that way it just kind of recycles itself, and then I would have more free time, or I don't know. It's just a plan that I have for playing RuneScape, and I'm going to stick to it. Because like I said, if you have the ability to get a 99, it's a lot easier than you actually think, and you just have to stay with it for a while. So 1 second. I'm texting someone. And I don't know. I've been in this video long enough, and I've ignored this person for quite a while, way longer than I actually wanted to. This video, I'm honestly not sure how long it's going to end up being. I feel like it's going to be a couple hours long, and that's probably going to be a ridiculous amount of space on my my hard drive. I might actually have to stop the video early and then just finish it somewhere else, because at a certain point my computer can't hold enough information. I mean, I think I have 450 gigs or something open, but when you record in full screen uncompressed files, it just gets unridiculously just huge, and that can easily be filled up pretty quickly. So I guess now I'm going to start talking about my editing software and what I use. So some of the problems that I've had with my editing software, just especially my microphone, I noticed that my videos, they kind of sound scratchy, and that's not because of my voice or what I do in my videos, but just like in general, the microphone is just kind of poor quality. And eventually, when I get enough money from, let's say just get it 444. I just hit a 444 on this guy. Damn. When I get enough money from other things, I'll start to pay attention to the editing that I use, or the editing software that I use, and maybe actually be able to build it up. If I could make a significant amount of money from Runescape videos, then I would put that money into new editing software, new recording software, new microphone software. And that way it would just kind of be a productive use, I guess, of the money. But then again, it's actually hard, I think, to get partnership with someone like Machinima or those kind of people that offer the supplies to massively get paid. I'm not even sure how you actually do it. I would love to have that a YouTube account, not because it gives a substantial amount of money to where I don't have to work. I mean, I'm always going to have to work for money because I don't think this is ever going to have to pay for my life, and I like jobs, or I like the job that I have right now. But it's something that I want just because of the ability to maybe change thumbnails. I would like to be able to change the thumbnails. I would like to be able to what's it called? Put that banner thing on the top of my YouTube channel. I don't need the ability to live stream. My throat goes out quite often. I need some water though. So drink out of like a clean canteen that's been on my desk for like 2 weeks. My throat's not dry because I've been talking for probably an hour or two now, but it is probably significantly dry because I don't, what's it called? Oh, because I think I'm getting sick. I might have gotten strep throat from someone, which would be unfortunate. But that is something that I want, just because, you know, if you have the ability to put a banner up or a thumbnail up, it adds quality to the videos that you make or to your channel in general, and it's just nice to have. And I don't know, I honestly do not know how you get that ability. I've tried figuring it out before. I've looked it up, and then YouTube's just like, it used to be called partnership. It used to be you were a partner and then you could have that ability. And now it's like, oh, you are considered a partner. What are you talking about? It's like, no, I'm not, because I'm not able to do all these things. And it doesn't consider that as a situation, and I don't know how to fix it. So eventually I would like to be able to get into that position where someone offers me money, but not actually just the money. I want the banner, the thumbnails. I want the better quality. I want more quality for my videos, my YouTube channel, etc. And I am looking forward to that because I do hope that I can get it eventually. And maybe if I keep on producing videos, that it would go into something like that. I'm texting a lot, but that's because I mean, I haven't been for a while, so not that I need to, but I need to. No, because there's sometimes you don't really want to ignore someone, and I guess this is one of those times where I don't really want to be ignoring someone. But YouTube in general does that, and it kind of frustrates me because I'm not sure how to do it or how to get to that point. So I guess I'll just have to be patient, and then maybe one day it'll just be offered to me, or maybe it won't at all. Honestly, who knows? I'll figure it out later, though. I mean, there's been kind of a lot of new content to YouTube for RuneScape. That's been really cool. I used to focus on the old channels and the old video makers, and now I'm kind of more focused on the new ones. And I actually spent such a long time not caring about who I watched or what videos I was making that I could kind of ignore that. But now I really like the content that some of these new YouTubers are producing, and I like the stuff that they're doing. So that should be fun. And then if I made 2 more channels, one for Minecraft, one for League of Legends. Sorry, this is on the same topic. If I actually started producing new YouTube videos for other games, would you guys prefer me to make them on a different channel instead of on this video or on this channel? And then would you guys subscribe to that channel to watch those videos or not? I mean, if I have 20 subscribers, I probably won't do that. But I could make different channels for different things, and then I just don't want there to be like an overly lot of channels. I don't want it to have like I don't want to have something like 10 YouTube channels where it's just hard to navigate through and hard to find. But or like the subs are disconnected and none of them are related at all, and then there's no chance of me getting those thumbnails or backgrounds or whatever. I honestly would just like to know how the partner system works. That'd be something I'd be interested in learning. So back again. I keep on going in and out of this basically video for a while. And if I look at the clock again, it's been 10 minutes since I looked at it last, which means that overall this video has probably been a ridiculous amount of time. And so now I'm just going to start. I'm still talking about software actually, because I wanted to talk about this just because I did. And I wanted to kind of point out some things that I noticed. Like, I noticed that my mic isn't the best, but I would like to upgrade that. I just don't really have the means to right now, just on the basis of what I've been doing. I'm not sure if it's worth it yet. And because I know that some microphones get really expensive, or just not something that I would want to do. for this account if it didn't turn out to be worthwhile for me, I guess. Which is why I was thinking about the YouTube page, and if I actually got partnership, then it would be worth it for me to go get the new microphone. In terms of recording software, I would like a recording software that didn't take up 400 gigs on my computer every time I shot an hour-long video. I would like one that could record for the computer sounds as well as the audio sounds that I produce. So something like Camtasia, I know that Camtasia does that. Camtasia would actually be a nice one. I think Fraps is a really good software that you can use also for computers. Editing software, I'm completely fine with my editing software. I like Sony Vegas. So I guess that's that. And that's everything that I use to make a video. I actually use Hypercam, and Hypercam right now is not a good choice for me. But what am I talking about? The next thing that I wanted to talk about was kind of the Arma trip. So right now I got, 61 Arma kills, and I'm saying that I kill 3 a run because I'm honestly leaving this guy over here the majority of the time. But I'll say I've killed him 4 times. So I can just go 57, and then if I go 57 divided by 3, that'd kind of give me the average. That'd be almost 20 kills. So I've almost gotten 20 Arma kills on video so far. And obviously I haven't gotten a drop yet. You can kind of tell that I'm not the luckiest RuneScape player when it comes to Arma. Just because I'm generally not. I've gotten 1 Armadyl hilt in my whole Arma trip career kind of thing. I've gotten a couple of helms, I've gotten a couple chain skirts, gotten a couple chain bodies. I've never soloed anything from Arma because it takes so long and it's kind of impossible. Not that it's impossible, but that it's pretty hard to actually do. It used to be not worth it for me to come down here and jeez, it used to be not worth it for me to come down here at all because I didn't have overloads for the longest amount of time, and that's the only real reason why it's probably worth it to be using this method, soloing Armadyl. It's the only thing that makes it worth it, are the overloads. Because if you don't have overloads, you can only last for something like 6 or 7 kills, and that's not worth it at all. But 20 kills, that's actually a pretty decent trip. That used to be a pretty decent trip for a duo or a trio a while ago. I guess that's good news to hear. I'm trying not to brew right now just because I want to get that up. Well, I want to get my health points up, but I don't want to use this brew because I only have 1 left, and I would like to not end this trip early. I don't want to go home empty-handed, I guess. But it honestly looks like that's going to be happening, or it appears to me to be something that will probably end up happening, where I don't get a drop this run, and I'll have to gear up and then go for this again. But I won't be going for it anytime soon. The next time that I'll actually make a video of Armadyl is for a Road to Elysian probably. I do want to camp Armadyl until I get a drop, but that'll seriously be only for Road to Elysian. And I think I'm almost done with this trip because I just had to brew a lot. But Road to Elysian videos, they never come this long. That's why I don't make a severely long. Why I don't make a severely long video is because it's hard to talk about stuff. I mean, obviously I've had to improvise and make up stuff that I kind of wanted to talk about for the last. I don't know how long this video has been on for, but I have had to improvise quite a bit for talking, or not talking, but discussion kind of things. I'm going to Diamond Bolts because I have to. I want to get this kill. In a Road to Elysian video, I really just want it to be about mainly how I'm making profit, or what I did to make profit. Just kind of those things, or the methods that I use to make profit. I don't want it to be like a really long, boring Armadyl trip where it's me going Armadyl and then kind of you guys paying attention to that. Oh, jeez. I do want to get this kill though, and then I want to tell you the hell out of here. I might have to teleport early though, and I really don't plan on getting comboed this trip. I don't know what. I'm out. Screw this. Oh, I got the drop too. What was it? Oh, god damn it. Well, that sucks. I'm gonna check my adventure log right after this to make sure that I didn't get anything cool, or that I didn't. Oh, I didn't post it on the newsfeed, and I think it goes on the newsfeed if you got anything as a cool drop. And then I get a random event right after I get out of it, because that's what happens when you go to a non-random event place for a really long time. And I'm actually going to end this video right here, because I've been talking about a lot of random stuff. And I guess I'm done talking about a lot of random stuff. I want you guys to basically tell me right now everything that I've been talking about for a while. I mean, I've asked you guys some questions. I've asked you guys what you wanted to see from me. I've asked you guys what you thought of some ideas that I've had. Go ahead and tell me those, you guys. And if you watched this whole video, thank you guys very much. It means a lot to me because it obviously took a while for me to make. And if you guys liked it, feel free to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Hey everybody, it's Armadyl.
What am I doing here?
I am actually going to show you that
I
I took a
am
solo trip
I
and just
using
a little bit of it,
cool.
and I'm going to